Good morning, class. I am Maijan Tubato Ehe and I am your instructor for today's session. And here are my objectives. Okay, let's start. John and his friends bought some art supplies that summarized by the table. The number of each and the total spent. We want to find the price of each item, so I'm going to let X be the price per paste, Y will be the price per brush, and Z will be the price per canvas. What we're going to do is we're going to set up a system of equations that will solve. From the first row of information in our table, we could create the equation 3x plus 4y plus 5z equals 22. From the second row, we would create the equation 2x plus 5y plus 7z equals 23. And then from our last row, we would have 4x plus 3y plus 6z equals 24. So there's our systems of equations. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create two new equations that don't involve x. So I'm going to take our first two equations. I'm going to multiply both sides of our first equation by positive 2, and so second equation, I'm going to multiply both sides by negative 3. Since the first equation is 3x plus 4y plus 5z equals 22, we will multiply it by 2. Then our second equation, which is 2x plus 5y plus 7z equals 23, we will multiply it by negative 3. Then from our first equation, we'll get 6x plus 8y plus 10z equals 44. Our second equation will have negative 6x minus 15y minus 21z equals negative 69. If we add those, we'll be left with negative 7y minus 11z equals negative 25. I'm going to multiply both sides by negative 1, so we'll have 7y plus 11z equals 25. So that's one equation we'll come back to. I'm also going to take the second and third equations, and again I'm going to eliminate the x's. I'm going to multiply the second equation by negative 2, so that will give us negative 4x minus 10y minus 14z equals negative 46. Again, multiplying the second equation by negative 2. I'm going to leave the third equation alone. If we add those, we'll have negative 7y minus 8z equals negative 46 plus 24 will be negative 22, but I'm going to take our other equation 7y plus 11z equals 25. I'm going to add those two equations together. That will leave us 3z equals 3. Well, that tells us z equals positive 1. So I'm going to take our equation 7y plus 11z equals 25, and I'll solve for y, so we'll multiply 11 times 1. If we subtract 11 from both sides, we'll get 7y equals 14 or y equals positive 2. And now, all we have to do is to go back to the original. One of the original equations, substitute, and z equals 1 and y equals 2. I'm going to use the very first one, 3x plus 4 times y, which was positive 2, plus 5 times z, which was positive 1. Well, this would be 4 times 2 will be 8 plus 5, that would be 13. If we subtract 13 from both sides, we'll get 3x equals 9 divided by 3. We'll get x equals 3. So now we have the price for each item. It says pastels which were X were $3 each. The brushes which were represented by Y, that'll be $2 each. And then the canvases, which were represented by Z, those will be $1. And now we already have the values of each variable. Okay then, if you have further questions, don't hesitate to ask me as your teacher, and I'm here ready to answer your question. Thank you for listening, class.